and then you can immediately talk to them, and it will be like there'll be mentorship. We already established and registered winners in the industry. They will be acknowledging certain talents. For example, today, how a film is made is we come up with a story, and then we go and meet a producer, we tell them a story, then we have narrations and all these things. So this is how traditionally this has been happening. So everything, and we don't have any hold on, like, like it's all person to person. It is not based on one person's exact talent. So it's more dependent on whom you know, who you can talk to, who can recommend you, and all these things are happening only person to person. But once we get a platform like this, so what happens is there is already someone who's validating you. So, for example, a movie called Love Today, it released and it became a huge hit. So if we had the access, for example, if I was a nomad, like if I followed someone like a Pradeep Ranganathan's short film, so he has a profile on Creators. So he puts his first short film or his first poster or something, and I am someone who thinks that he is going to become a big guy. So I can buy even his profile as an NFT. I can be in his space right from the beginning, and once he becomes successful, or my calculation of his talent, if it works out, today he is 10x or 100x. So I can also be a part of his success. Like today, there are certain people who are making this. Music has become as an NFT. So here we make talent as the NFT, where you can invest on it. You can invest on a person's talent, and then once it grows, you can also grow along with it. A normal, instead of me just going and buying a ticket and watching a movie, you can also share the success of a movie. You can be a part of anything. Like today, there is a first look that releases of a movie. So the first look just comes and we just see it, and that's it. Tomorrow, if I'm able to release a poster or a first look as an NFT, n number of people can own it. If all the hero films are something that we all root for, but then there are certain small films which are based on very good talents, and if we are able to predict all those things, and if we are able to be a part of all those things, then if the film becomes a big success, then I also grow along with it. So that is the kind of concept which we are trying to bring with our platforms.
Sure, I think there are a lot of student communities also here. Okay. So whoever is having those creative thoughts and creative mindset, they can join this ecosystem of the creator economy and build up the thing. And a lot of times, we talk about these kind of creative works kind of initiatives happen in the Hollywood, right? They bring this new technology, new wave and adoption. And it's the first time we would see something is happening in the country, and very proudly say that is happening in the state of Tamil Nadu, right? Where do you see this potential that can take Tamil Nadu to the next level in terms of the creative-verse, metaverse, and align in the entertainment industry?
See, it's everything here, we always related with movies. So even for metaverse, the first idea that comes for everyone is how to include metaverse into cinema. But there are n number of other things also. Being from the industry, I wouldn't always say that only cinema and movies can take a platform beyond boundaries. There can content creators, even directors can think for metaverse also. It need not be just a movie. It can be see, there is this convergence of cinema and gaming is going to happen. Eventually, this is going to be your experience in a metaverse. The day I get to be a character in a Ponniyin Selvan, or the day I get to become a character in a LCU or something like that, that is where we are all heading. Future is going to be that. So we are dependent on hit ideas, we are dependent on hit movies or heroes and all those things. So this is one side. There is another side where creators or people who think, they can come up with concepts, they can come up with stories heavily mythologically based, because we are all rooted to our own mythology and things. But then some creative ideas which we can have great stories which can happen inside the metaverse, and we can be a character. So how they show in this movie Ready Player One. I don't think that that level of dystopian future is not very far. It's going to be like now. So directors or storytellers, they can also see this as an avenue. Like it need not always be a film. It can be something here also, like an experience created. There is I've been to a place called Dreamscape in LA once, where they had created a immersive experience where we get to experience how it will be inside a Jurassic Park. Like you can go and you can actually feel, you can actually touch the dinosaur. So that was very fascinating for me. So when I was there, so the first time when I was having that experience, suddenly it showed like I can touch. Then I was imagining, okay, I'm in a virtual reality setting, but then how can I touch? Like how is it possible? So, but when I just put my hand out, or when it asked me to take a torch, I bent down and there was a torch and I was taking it, and then I showed the torch and there was light. And I was so fascinated by how physically also I'm able to feel something. So the next time also I booked the same ticket and I went and said, and when that particular point came, I removed my VR mask and I was just looking. There was a small rubber dino doll that was popping out. So I was like, the simple idea, I mean, it was just a small, what is it, like, it was like not even 1,000 square feet hall, but then the kind of experience that it could give me. So see, for today, to be more precise and simple, we are keeping our phone or the computer or everything, it's in our pocket, it's with us, like, that is here. If we go into the phone's pocket, or if we go into your computer's pocket, when I am inside that, the kind of experience that it's going to give me is immense. So if what I'm trying to do is, if I can bring that kind of an experience for my audience in the future, if I can give that kind of, if my movies have that level of thought process, where it can become into a metaverse, where people can also experience it from inside and just not audience, if they can also participate in the movie, if they can also take calls, if they can also act inside it, then that experience is going to be huge, is what I'm thinking, and I'm also working towards it. Like all the stories that I'm doing now, I mean, my scripts, everything, they have a good potential of being converted into like bigger than a movie. It's not going to die when the movie is released and after 2 weeks. It's not aimed at a Friday and for the next 2 weeks. I want it to grow. I want it to stay for a long time. So I've changed the way of thinking for a movie into that way, where it will have a longevity in different formats. Like a theater or a television, I mean, all these things, they are time bound. I mean, you go, you watch your movie once, you come out, then you go for something else. But then if we are able to go back to it, if I'm able to make you come back to the experience again and again, then I feel sky is the limit.
Sure, that's a good one. Now, create words, is it your team's thought that come across, and maybe one of its kind in the country as well, that kind of an approach that has been adapted. But do you see this kind of technological evolution? Because the film industry is very traditional. They have a schedule, they run with their own sequences. How do you see this adoption of create words kind of technological evolution in the film industry? And what kind of challenges that you are foreseeing? And maybe some of your recommendations to overcome the challenges?
So, how I would see is, to share an idea is actually risky for any creator. Like someone who comes up with a nice idea, for him to put it online, like today even whatever NFTs are facing is, there is no authenticity. Authenticity in the sense, even I can own it and anyone can own it. Anyone can just take a screenshot and say, this is my NFT, and there is no specific, we don't have control over it. So when a creator, so if I'm coming up with a mind-blowing idea, which is mind-blowing for me, so I feel that, okay, this story is going to win. And for me to put about that story or tell about that story on a platform, I'm going to feel risky about it. So that is one area, that is a very big challenge which we have to make them trust and come in. So, but what we are trying to do is, once an idea is out, or once we are able to mentor it, like if someone is going to say, okay, this particular story or this particular talent is going to be good. For example, like I meet a director of photography, like a cameraman who is very good he shoots something very nice for a marriage video or something, but then I find him as a very good talent. The day he puts out something about his work, and I just tell people that, okay, this guy is good, he is going to become big. Like already someone who is established in the industry is going to vouch for it. And then he can easily be selected. So even today, if we have to go for talents, we speak to agents, we speak to managers, and things like that. There is no, we don't have this hands-on, like, directly I don't know you for any film shooting for that sake. Like there are like totally 150 to 200 people working every day. In that, you will know only 30 to 40 people who you see every day. But there are new people, like for your junior artists, the new talents that come every day. They are like different people whom you don't even know who they are. But then, when a platform like this comes, you have control over everything. You will know who is going to come. You can select, because all these people would have already been known to you. Like how you are having a casting agent separately. So that comes into this. How, like, suddenly if someone is not available, suddenly one of your technicians is ill or something like that, you immediately, like 2 seconds, you can just come up with another person. So someone else can come in and do the job for you. So it becomes more technical than emotional, like, just like that, you the friend, you could have worked on that. Instead of that, you know about who is going to come and work for you, what is going to come. And then once a project that is set up inside the Createverse itself is happening, people are also they also have the facility to root for the film. So they will also come on board. So they can also buy it as an NFT, like buy the idea of that film as an NFT, and they will also be a part of it. And once that gets made and once that it becomes a success story, then there are multiple things that are going to happen inside the platform.
Sure. Okay, maybe before I ask the next question, we can open up to the delegates. I'm sure there'll be good questions coming from them. Can we pass on the mic? You know, right? Some of the questions I will filter it.
No. Just ask a lot of people.
So, hi, nice to meet you, sir. My name is Jaypesh. So, if you remember, இதுக்கு முன்னாடி ஒரு படம் வந்திருக்கு Bandersnatch னு சொல்லிட்டு Netflixல, where you can make the choices and you can go through. So, there's one line about that film that is very striking, that it is a huge success as a concept, but a huge failure as a film.
Correct.
The reasoning behind that, what I've observed at least, is people as audiences don't want to make choices. They're like, you make the choice for me, I just want to watch and enjoy. So, when most audiences are like that, why go into this entire realm of metaverse and tell them that you can choose what you want? Because audiences don't want to do that at the end of the day. They just want to sit back and get entertained. So how do we battle this ideology in something like a metaverse?
See, it all depends on the number of target audience for any kind of an experience. See, imagine everyone here might like to go on a roller coaster, but I don't like to go on a roller coaster. It's my personal choice because I don't like the feel of it. So likewise, Bandersnatch, there are so many people who got attracted to the concept. I was sitting and I was just putting all the permutations and combinations and I was just trying to see. But then what didn't actually work with that was the story that was said inside, that wasn't as exciting as what we actually thought. So if it was going to be a mind-blowing thing, so that's where I'm getting. If you're able to give an extraordinary story, if you're able to give that then it is going to work. So what happens most of the times when we get into like a technical side of something, we get carried over by the technique, then we forget about the basics. But the basics is always going to be a story for whatever we do. Like tomorrow I'm going to give you a VR experience. If the story is going to be good, like the basic story that is going to be happening inside whatever the 20 minutes is going to be, if the story is going to be amazing, then you're going to come back to it again and again. So it has to be like an amalgamation of both. Like this also has to be good, and that with the technology is going to be good. See, I'm watching a movie on IMAX. So if I'm going to give you like a regular Nilu kind of a movie, like a normal movie on IMAX, how will you experience it? But watching a movie like Avengers on IMAX makes sense. If I give you like a family drama on IMAX, it doesn't make sense. So that's what I'm saying. So if your story or the content that you're going to do, if we are going to concentrate on it more, and if you're giving 5 options, and if Bandersnatch had different endings, see, it always had a different route, but it didn't have a different story. So that is where it failed. So if I had a different story, if I selected A, no. If I said no, if the story was going into something else, if they had put in more effort and given 10 different combinations, then it would have been a huge success. Then they weren't able to take it further. So I would say they were there but not there. You have to put in a little bit more to make it as interesting as what it actually can be.
Hi sir, how are you? Yes sir. Actually, I am Suresh, co-founder Software Technologies. Actually, I have some question. Actually, we are here, all here to accelerate entrepreneurs. So, in our state, actually, I think cinema has a most responsibility to create more awareness about the entrepreneurship, and I think cinema is the only thing which will make an impact on the people mindset, and it will make an impact on the mindset of a generation. So what you are planning, or Tamil cinema's planning of entrepreneurship, so on making people aware of entrepreneurship, is there any plan or is there any idea? How are you thinking of this responsibility?
See, எல்லா படமுமே entrepreneurship. Annamalai is also about entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all the films, every film that motivates you speaks about entrepreneurship. So அது தெரிஞ்சு பண்றோமா தெரியாம, maybe this term is not used. இந்த நாள் உன் கேலண்டர்ல வச்சுக்கோ, நான் உன்னோட ஒரு பெரிய ஆண்டர்பிரனர் ஆயிருந்தேனா அப்படின்னு சொல்லியிருந்தா அன்னைக்கே ஆண்டர்பிரனர்ன்ற டேர்ம் வந்து ஃபேமஸ் ஆயிருக்கலாம். So all the movies speak about it, but then இதுக்கு இப்படி ஒரு டேர்ம் இருக்குன்றதே நிறைய பேருக்கு தெரியாது. Like it has become a very niche term. ஓகே, அது என்னடா அது ENT எப்படி சொல்லணும்னு கூட நிறைய பேருக்கு தெரியாது. ஆண்டர்பிரனர் அப்படின்னு கன்ஃபியூஸ் ஆகிடும். ஸோ எல்லா மூவியும் இப்போ கடைசியில் வந்த ஈவன் விஜய் சார்ஸ் மூவி வாரிசு மூவியில் கூட இட்ஸ் த சேம் திங். லைக் ஆண்டர்பிரனர், he wants to do a startup, இந்த மாதிரி டேர்ம்ஸ் எல்லாம் வரதானே செய்யுது. ஸோ இட்ஸ் ஆல்ரெடி தேர். சூரிய வம்சம்ல he becomes a startup பண்றாருல்ல, he makes a பஸ்ஸு, அதில் வந்து குடம் கொடுக்குறாரு. தட்ஸ் அ கிரேட் ஸ்டார்ட் அப் ஐடியா. ஹி மேட் இட் ஸோ வெல். அந்த டைம்லேயே விக்ரமன். ஸோ தட்ஸ் அ நைஸ் ஐடியா. எல்லா விக்ரமன் படமுமே ஆண்டர்பிரினர்ஷிப் பற்றி தான். ஸோ யா, நெக்ஸ்ட்.
ஹை சார். ஸோ
யா
சார், பேசிக்காக வந்துட்டு இப்போ விஆர் பேஸ்ட் கம்பெனிலாம் ஒர்க் பண்ணுறோம்.
சாரி,
விஆர் பேஸ்டு கம்பெனி, விஆர் ஏஆர் பேஸ்ட் கம்பெனிலாம் ஒர்க் பண்ணுறோம். ஸோ நாங்கள் இப்போ விஆர் ஏஆர்லாம் வந்து இப்போ நிறையா பொது ஆடியன்ஸ் பீப்புள்ஸ்க்கு வந்து நம்ம ஷோ பண்ணும்போது, ஓகே இது ஒரு டாய், நார்மலாக கேம் தானே விளையாட போகிறோம், வேறு என்ன பண்ண போகிறோம் அப்படின்னு. ஸோ உங்களை மாதிரி பீப்புள்ஸ் எல்லாருமே காமனாக தெரிகிற பீப்புள்ஸ் வந்து இதை பற்றி எக்ஸிபிட் பண்ணி இது மாதிரி ஒரு டெக் ஸ்டேஜஸ் யூஸ் பண்ணி பேசும்போது இங்கே இருக்க டெக் கைஸ்க்கு மட்டும்தான் திரும்பவுமே ஒரு நாலேஜபிளாக இருக்குது. வெளியில் இருக்க காமனான ஆடியன்ஸ் இல்லை அதர் டொமைன்ஸில் இருக்க செக்டார்ஸில் ஒர்க் பண்ணுற எந்த பீப்புள்ஸுக்குமே அது ஒரு அவேர்னஸாக கிரியேட் ஆகும். இப்போ பேசிக்காக விஆர்ஏஆரில் ஒர்க் பண்ணுற எங்களுக்கே இப்போ விக்ரம் படத்துக்கு அப்புறம் தான் வந்து அந்த என்எஃப்டிஸ் வந்து தமிழ்நாடுமே இன்னும் ரூல்ட் அவுட்டாக நிறைய சோல்ட் ஆகுது. நிறையா அதர் கண்ட்ரீஸில் வந்துட்டு சம்மந்தமே இருக்காது. அது என்ன ஐக்கானு கூட தெரியாது, அது என்ன சிம்பிள்னு கூட தெரியாது. ஆனால் அது ஒரு 3 crores 4 crores அந்த ஒரு பிட்காயின் ரேஞ்சில் வந்து சேல்ஸ் ஆகும். ஆனால் தமிழ்நாட்டில் வந்துட்டு ஒரு ஆக்டர்ஸோடது, அதில் யூஸ் பண்ணுற ஒரு கன்னோடது, அந்த ஒரு டெக்லாம் கொண்டு வரும்போது தான் பெட்டராக ஓகே இன்னும் என்எஃப்டிஸ் நல்லா ஒரு க்ரோத் இருக்குது அப்படின்னு ஒரு வெளியே வருது. ஸோ இந்த டெக் ஸ்டேஜஸ் டெக்னாலஜிஸ் தவிர இந்த மெட்டாவர்ஸ் இந்த கம்யூனிட்டியை வந்து எவ்வளோ சீக்கிரத்தில் வந்து நம்ம காமன் ஆடியன்ஸுமே ஸ்ப்ரெட் பண்ண முடியும்?
See, anything will take a little time. So first when mobile phones came in, when we had this incoming call was costing so and so, the day incoming calls became free was the changeover at that point of time. So if we are able to get access to a VR set within ஒரு கன்சிடரபிள் காஸ்ட். ஸோ ஈவன் நானே வந்து ரொம்ப யோசிச்சு தான் வாங்கினேன். உங்களோட ஆக்யூலஸ் வாங்குறதுக்கு வந்து 2-3 வாட்டி கேட்டு இது நல்லா இருக்கா அது நல்லா இருக்கா அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு என்கிட்ட காசு இருக்கு, பட் நம்மளே வந்து அப்படிதான் பண்றோம். ஸோ அப்படி இருக்கும்போது ஆக்சசிபிலிட்டி இஸ் ஆல்வேஸ் ஒரு கஷ்டம் தான் வச்சுக்கோங்களேன். இப்போ இந்த மாதிரி கான்செப்ட்ஸ்லாம், பட் ஆனால் இட் வில் ஆல் கெட் டைல்யூட்டட். நம்ம கடைசியாக வந்து எஸ்டிடி ஐஎஸ்டிக்கெலாம் எவ்வளோ பே பண்ணியிருக்கோம். இன்னைக்கு வந்து ஐஎஸ்டி சும்மா தானே அப்படியே ஜாலியாக பேசணும் இல்லையா, ஃப்ரீயா. அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு நாள் இந்த விஷயமும் ரொம்ப ஈஸியாக மாறிடும். அந்த ஈஸியாக மாறுற டைமில் அது எந்த அளவுக்கு நம்ம வந்து யூட்டிலைஸ் பண்ணுறோம், அதுக்கு நம்ம ப்ரிப்பேர்டாக இருக்கோமா. ஆவி front runners, like from Tamil Nadu, there are like certain films, already we are there in the game. அப்படின்றது is the thing. So that is what we are trying to do also. Like we want to be in the game, before anyone else, we want to know, okay, future life is not, are we prepared for it? Are we prepared? And the thought process to take it to the masses, it will reach the masses, of course. Today Netflix has reached masses, but even now you can't actually see access. For Pollachi, they still watch the same cable. So now, other way that has to go. Then after that only this can go. Internet facility, bandwidth, it will play correctly. You need so many other things also. It's not just buying a set. There is so many things. And preparing something is also very expensive. So everything will come down, everything will be feasible, everything, it will not go there. But this is where it is heading into the now. We are just seeing, and it will reach the masses 100%. Like automatically it will go.
Thank you, sure. Thank you very much. Maybe I'll ask one last question, Mr. Vignesh. This kind of, times have already it's up. So you have seen a lot of ups and downs. Right? A lot of hard work has enabled you to achieve what you are today. There might be some budding directors who may have their thought process to become a movie director. The technological evolution, right? What is your piece of advice to those budding directors? What they need to be careful of, or what they need to focus on?
So, ups and downs. See, there are no downs. There are always only ups. Whatever it is, it's going to be an experience. It's going to teach us something new. It is going to give us some other idea, and it's going to make us strong. So I would always consider anything that happens in life like that. For any, I don't know, not upcoming directors, upcoming whatever you want to be. Like everyone here wants to upgrade. Everyone here wants to get promoted to a next level. So focus should always be on ourselves, our skills, where we are. Yesterday, நேத்து நமக்கு தெரிஞ்ச விஷயத்தை விட இன்னைக்கு எவ்வளவு விஷயம் நமக்கு எக்ஸ்ட்ராவா தெரிஞ்சிருக்கு. நேத்தை விட இன்னைக்கு நம்ம பெட்டரா, if we are working hard towards our goal is the only. It's very simple to keep progressing, and I'm not such a big guy to give actually such kind of advices and all. I'm also in my early stages of life, so I'm also doing the same thing. Whenever there are certain drawbacks or whatever it is, I just know how to handle it because I'm not new to. I'm not new to drawbacks or setbacks, so my body is used to all those things. So I know how to handle it or make my mind calm or keep myself focused on what needs to be done next. So that's how I approach.
Perfect. Very good answer and very good advice to the young students and the community over here. Yeah. Thank you very much for your time. I know you have to go for some, very different one, but taking the time, and I still remember, he was actually going for other area. Then I was requesting him, this is a very important event, so please come. Then he actually took a U-turn at the Adayar, and he came back, and I said, sir, I will honor, and definitely I'll be there. That shows a lot of commitment, a lot of dedication, more importantly, the respect and love and the care that you give the community. Thank you very much for gracing the occasion. It's a massive event, and definitely your presence is making much more amplified. Thank you, Mr. Vignesh.
Thank you so much. Thank you for taking this time and sitting there and sorry. ஏதாச்சும் உளறி இருந்தால் மன்னிச்சிருங்க, தெரிஞ்ச வரைக்கும் பேசுங்க. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Vignesh for being here and sharing all your stories and also answering all the questions very enthusiastically. We would like to present you with a small token of appreciation. We would like to call upon our Honorable Minister for Information and Technology and Digital Services, Government of Tamil Nadu, Thiru T. Mano Thangaraj, onto the stage to present a memento to Mr. Vignesh. A big round of applause, please. delegates on stage, and thank you, Honorable Minister. We request all our delegates to kindly move forward and sit and occupy the spaces in the front. We have our very own Blue Ocean Awards coming up, so we request all of you to please come forward and occupy the seats in the front. We would request all the delegates to please be seated.
Yes, sir.
Dear delegates, kindly be seated and please do occupy the front seats. Blue Ocean Awards will be commencing in 5 minutes.
Check. Check. Test. Test. Check. Test.
We request all the delegates to kindly be seated, and we also request the delegates who are sitting at the back to occupy the seats in the front.
Check. Check. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. Good. Check.
We request all the delegates to kindly take their seats. Blue Ocean Awards is commencing right now. We are very, very glad to say a very good evening to all the delegates and dignitaries. Imagine Chennai is very proud to bring you Blue Ocean Awards in India for the first time. On that note, let's put our hands together and welcome Dr. Sanjay Tyagi, the Director, Software Technology Parks of India, onto the dais, please. Mr. Alban Eral, founder of the Blue Ocean Awards. Sir, please come on to the stage. Our Honorable Minister for Information Technology and Digital Services, Thiruthi Mano Thangaraj. Sir, please come on to the stage. We would like to invite J. Kumaraguruban, IAS Secretary, Department of Information Technology and Digital Services, Government of Tamil Nadu. Sir, please come on to the dais. We would also like to invite Mrs. Lee Ba, Consul General of France in Pondicherry and Chennai. Thank you, all the dignitaries on dais. Now, we would like to call upon Director of Software Technology Parks of India, Dr. Sanjay Tyagi, to give a welcome address.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Honorable Minister of Information Technology and Digital Services, Thiruthi Mano Thangaraj, Her Excellency, the Consul General of France in Pondicherry and Chennai, Secretary IT, Alban Eral, founder of Blue Ocean Awards, ladies and gentlemen. This is already a wonderful event which has seen a tremendous success in the last 2 days, and at the outset, I would like to congratulate the Honorable Minister for bringing Asia's largest tech summit to the Chennai. We have done several events in the past. For the last 25 years, we were doing IT event over here. But taking that event to this level, I think there is a great courage, there is a great conviction, and there is a great vision required. And I once again congratulate the Honorable Minister, Secretary IT, and all his team for taking this event to this level. The event is already a success. I am seeing all the sessions since the morning. They were house full, and the expo which we are having, who's and who in the expo is present, and the amount of the response we have got from the startups, tech startups, deep tech startups, and their presence in our expo itself makes it a big success. It's a great privilege for a CPI to be the co-host of this event. We have been part and parcel of the earlier events as well, but we would like to continue to join hands with the government of Tamil Nadu for taking these events to the next level. I would like to brief you about this Blue Ocean Award. This Blue Ocean Award is based on the Blue Ocean strategy from INSET France. This award has started in 2014. It has gone to Senegal, South Africa, and now it has come to India. This is the 8th edition of the award, and this is the first time that this award is being presented in India, and that too in Chennai. So this is a great success. Umajin, they have brought the Blue Ocean Award over here, and we are very, very grateful to him. Blue Ocean Award is known for creativity, creating new markets, which are uncontested and far from competition. The blue color, you all know, represent the unrestricted and unabated growth, and probably by recognizing the efforts of the startup and awarding them, we would like to give them that unlimited and unrestricted growth, and probably that is the theme of the Blue Ocean Award. I once again request, I welcome you all and wait for the awardees, and in advance, I give my congratulations to them. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now, let's hear from Mr. Alvin Eral, founder of Blue Ocean Awards, on introduction, history, and all that you need to know about the Blue Ocean Awards.
Hello, everyone. Thanks a lot for Tamil Nadu to organize such a great event and to be a guest here. It's a very big honor. Thank you, Mr. Honorable Minister. Thank you, Mr. Director. And thank you, Consulate General of France. We are very proud to be here in Chennai for this first edition in India of the Blue Ocean Awards. I hope it will be not the last. We'll see. But I think we had very nice, very challenging, very high potential project this morning for the jury. The jury members are investors, big corporates. They are very in this Blue Ocean strategy for a long time, and they were very impressed. So congratulations to all the Indian companies who have been applicated to this Blue Ocean Awards in India for the first time. They were all very, very good and very good potential of Blue Ocean. So congrats for that. So what is growth? It's all about Blue Ocean strategy. It's all about which kind of growth you want to choose. Is it making more money, business growth? So it's maybe from the past. It's up to you. You will decide. Is it to grow internally, spiritually? Is it to have new ideas? Is it to grow a team, a family, a country? Is it to grow, to make your Earth, your planet, a better place to live and to respect the nature? You need to choose your growth. And Blue Ocean strategy is not about really the ocean, not the sea, but it's inspired by this growth you want to find, you want to choose. It is called value innovation because this kind of growth you will choose, it's value. Do you want to get value for your customers, for your users, for your clients? Or do you want just to make money? That's all the choice you have to do. So here you can see the two professors, Professor Chankim and Professor Mobor, who have created the Blue Ocean strategy with their first book, Blue Ocean Strategy, and then the second one, Blue Ocean Shift. It was released, the first one, in 2002, and they already started in 1997 to study this value innovation principles. And so for 20 years, it was deployed in different companies, and also for cities, countries, to bring this new value. So here, just to give you an idea, here you can see what the jury were using this morning to analyze all these Blue Ocean strategies proposed by the finalists. We have decided from 100 more, we get more than 100 applications, and we get only 10 finalists from that. It was very difficult to choose. And from 10, it will be just 3 winners. They are you will see, they will pitch for you, they will show you why and how they get this Blue Ocean, how they get this uncontested market space created. You will see, you will understand how they conduct this Blue Ocean strategy. And we are very very happy to hear them today. So it was a long process for this Blue Ocean Awards India. It started with applications call, with announcements, with boot camps, with press release and so on. It will continue. Today it's the reward for India, but we'll have a closing ceremony April the 13th at the INSEAD Blue Ocean Strategy, hosted by the two professors, Chen Kim and Moban, and all the winners, and also the finalists are invited there. And this is our 10 finalists, created this Blue Ocean uncontested market space. So, yeah, we can applaud, we can congratulate them. They could be all winners. They have all created a Blue Ocean, it's very clear. And all the jury members were totally clear about that. You can see here from the past, because Blue Ocean Strategy has been created, Blue Ocean Awards, we have created Blue Ocean Awards in 2014, and since 2014 we have, as an average, 91% of funded company in just 6 months. So I'm totally sure that even all the 10 finalists, they will be funded in 6 months, maybe maximum 1 year, because they have this potential, they have created this new value, and they have found a new market without competition. It's also an ecosystem built from since 2014 with countries, cities, public sector, education, local authorities, corporates, big corporates, and we are very proud to be sponsored by Saint-Gobain for this first edition in India, and also to be supported by the French consulate in India for Pondicherry and Chennai, and also by the government of Tamil Nadu. That's why I'm very proud to leave the floor to the Honorable Minister for Information, Technology and Digital Services as one of the key sponsors who made this possible.
Now, we would like to welcome our Honorable Minister for IT and Digital Services to give an introduction speech to our delegates.
Good evening. After a long day, you are all waiting to leave, but I am not going to take much of your time. Anyway, Your Excellency, the Consul General of France, my dear Secretary of IT and DS Department, Mr. Kumara Gurubaran, IAS, and the founder of Blue Ocean Awards, my dear Director, STPA Tamil Nadu, and dignitaries of the dais, and the persons who are going to get the awards. I'm very happy to be here, and really it's a pleasure for us. When we thought of bringing out this Imagine, we tried our level best to make it a great success. And when we got a green signal from France that the Blue Ocean Awards will be given to winners, and really it was a very happy movement that is really our addition further to the cap of Imagine. That's what I feel. And it's a great movement, and they have conducted certain programs. They found out the real winners through a proper jury and all. And I hope it will motivate the people who are into innovation. That's a great thing. And motivation is something that people need. Everyone needs some kind of motivation. When we motivate somebody, that's a great thing that we are doing, helping them to succeed in their career or profession. So in that way, it is helping a lot. And as Minister, I am very much thankful to Blue Ocean Foundation for giving these awards to the winners. Thank you, Madam. Thank you.
Many thanks to our Honorable Minister. Up next, we would like to hear an introductory speech from Mrs. Lee Stabot-Ba.
Manakam, good afternoon, bon après-midi, ladies and gentlemen, Honorable Minister, IT and Digital Services, Thiru Manu Tagaraj, Honorable Principal Secretary, IT and Digital Services, Thiru Kumaragurubaran, Honorable Director, Cher Alban, founder of Blue Ocean Awards, Mesdames et Messieurs, ladies and gentlemen. It was a great pleasure for me as the Consul General of France to sit in the jury of the Blue Ocean Award this morning. We are really happy that France has been chosen the country partner for this first edition of Imagine Chennai. And I really thank Mekanandri to the government of Tamil Nadu and Thiru Manu Tagaraj, Honorable Minister, for giving my country this great opportunity. We've been working together to prepare Imagine Chennai for months now, and we managed to have a French pavilion on the trade fair. So I hope you'll come and visit our French pavilion. We're exhibiting 10 innovating French companies acting in India and bringing innovation in very different sectors, from medical sector with Air Liquide medical systems, or the software and online services with Boost My Shop, or with Soprasteria, and also electric vehicles with Stellantis. So come on the French pavilion and discover all this innovation that we are creating in India, hand in hand with our Indian partners. It's a chance to have Imagine Chennai this year, as France and India are celebrating 25 years of strategic partnership. We've been running diplomatic relations since the independence of India, but our country decided to take the relation forward, stronger, further with this strategic partnership. And IT and innovation are at the center of this strategic partnership. We adopted a roadmap in 2019 on cybersecurity and digital technologies. So I really consider this Imagine Chennai and France being the country partner as a starting point of new cooperation with the government of Tamil Nadu. You know that France and Tamil Nadu are sharing a very long history of relations. Our relations are dating back the 18th century. We have historical, cultural, even family ties with Tamil Nadu. You may know that a third of the population of the French island in the Indian Ocean, the Réunion Island, a third of its population is of Tamil origin. So we feel very close to Tamil Nadu, and we're really looking forward to develop cooperation even further. As we celebrate this year 25 years of strategic partnership, France is willing to make of India its first political partner in Asia, and we're doing it. We're doing it at the state level between our two countries, and we're doing it at the local level with Tamil Nadu and my team within the Consulate General of France in Chennai, working together with the Team France in India, uniting the French Indo-French Chamber of Commerce, our trade agency called Business France, and the economic department of the embassy. We're working together to make Imagine Chennai a great success, and together with the government of Tamil Nadu, I'm sure we'll work and make the future behind. Thank you, Nandri.
Thank you very much, ma'am. And now, all of your hard work and creativity has come to fruition because we are jumping into Blue Ocean Awards. Let's give a big round of applause and know the 3 categories of Blue Ocean Awards. The first one would be societal, and the second one would be baby awards, and the third one would be mentor rewards. Yes. Shall we go into the first category, everybody? Yes? Can I hear a huge yes? Okay, great. Now, let's see the first category of award, that is Societal Award. And for this award, the company is having a clear positive impact on humanity. Can we see which company has won that prestigious Societal Award? Are you guys ready? Yes? I would like to invite Dr. Sanjay Tyagi, Director of Software Technology Parks, to reveal the winner of Societal Blue Ocean Award. Let's give a big round of applause and see who is the winner.
The award goes to A Hope.
All right. Let's call the founder of A Hope onto the stage to receive the award, please. Mr. Ajit Mathai. We request our Honorable Minister for Information and Technology and Digital Services, Thiruthi Manu Thangaraj, to give the award to the winner of Societal Blue Ocean Awards. With a grand round of applause, please. I know you've been waiting, your award is on the way. Let's have a huge round of applause again to A Hope. We now request Thiruji Kumaraguruban, IAS Secretary, Development of Information Technology and Digital Services, Government of Tamil Nadu, to present a book to the winners. Grand round of applause, please. And there is one more certificate for you, and that will be given by none other than Mrs. Lee Stabo, Bar Consul General of France in Puducherry and Chennai. So kindly receive your certificate of appreciation and winning. Grand round of applause, please. I request dignitaries on stage and the winner to take a picture. We request A Hope's team to be present for the photo op, please. Grand round of applause.
And we can also share with you that I hope was the highest mark of the jury. Yeah, 7 points from 10.
Thank you, dignitaries on the dais, and congratulations to the winners. Now, we will be seeing a small video and will be knowing more about the winner, A Hope. AV, please.
Cooperative ecosystem being desperate for working capital, a local agent would loan me money at 36% interest, and I was forced to sell in my produce at low prices. Through a hope, I can now avail working capital loans from banks. I am a small coffee homestead farmer. As I was not getting a good price for my coffee, I was always on the brink of giving up. My children left to work in the city. Mahatma Gandhi had a dream for farmers like me, of cooperatives and vibrant villages. I hope the virtual cooperative ecosystem now promises to make that dream a reality. Being desperate for working capital, a local agent would loan me money at 36% interest, and I was forced to sell in my produce at low prices. Through a hope, I can now avail working capital loans from banks for as low as 10% interest. I don't have to sell my produce cheap anymore. Rather than selling at farm gate, a hope allows me to own my produce further up the value chain, and that has helped me double my income. I'm not dependent on a single crop anymore. My children have returned to their soil. My son helps me, and homesteads around us flourish. I believe with a hope, Gandhi's dream for villages like mine may indeed become a reality. After all, small is beautiful.
And let's now hear a pitch note from the founder of A Hope, Mr. Ajit Mithai. Sir, welcome.
Honorable Minister, the Honorable Consulate General, members on the dais, ladies and gentlemen. It's indeed a pleasure to be here. Let me just very quickly take you through the pitch of what we are talking about. On the eve of the 2014 general elections in India, a survey report indicated that 76% of farmers wanted to quit. Born was a slogan, doubling farmer income. A decade later, the percentage has probably increased, and doubling farmer income a distant dream. Of that 76%, every day, 15 to 30 indebted farmers take their lives. Each such indebted farmer has made a lot of people, procurement agents and traders, very, very rich. The economics of procurement, business procuring from small farms, has historically caused indebtedness and deprivation. OPM laid waste India's fertile Gangetic plains 200 years ago. Coffee procurement today reduces our Western Ghats into ecological hotspots. Quite simply, standing the procurement model on its head, the economics of aggregation, small farms aggregating for business, opens an entirely new blue ocean of shared prosperity. Schumacher, Gandhi, Eisenstein, and Piketty point to this. Why haven't we listened? A hope, ladies and gentlemen, listen. A hope promises an economics of shared, sustainable prosperity. Get the next slide, please. Climate change is upon us. Urban distress migration has to stop. For this to happen, the 76% of farmers must change their mind. And to do this, we need to address the issue of indebtedness. The red ocean, therefore, for hope is the informal lending sector, providing loans at high rates of interest. Our non-customers are the 76% indebted farmers. Put a number to it, 400 million farmers who are not creditworthy and therefore depend on informal loans. Throw in handicraft artisans, weavers, etc., the number just swells. What has a hope eliminated? A hope has eliminated unfair reward for capital. Piketty again would applaud this. To eliminate unfair reward for capital, a hope created the L2B. We've heard of B2B, we've heard of B2C. We've created something called L2B, livelihoods to business model, in which 3 new elements have been introduced. First, a cooperative with a difference. It is virtual, it outsources, it creates an ecosystem. Second, a redefinition of creditworthiness, which is based only on the farmer's reliability to supply the cooperative. Nothing to do with the farmer's personal wealth or lack of it. Third is value chain financing, which allows the farmer to profit by participating further up the value chain. No procurement agents, no money lenders. We've based this data in terms of what can be the market size, and it's really large and it's conservative. On RBI data and our banking partner, Federal Bank, the guesstimated market size of the informal lending sector is 360 million euro. And the created market is 40 million, translating into a market size of 400 million in 5 years. A conservative market share of 4% creates a revenue of 16 million euro. A hope's value proposition is the confidence of shared sustainable prosperity, that small farmers will generously share with the environment. We've talked a lot about the environment in this conference. The trees, the birds and the bees. With this newfound confidence and the tagline, every home and enterprise, a vibrant village economy is created. A hope is a for-profit entity built on the principles of sharing and abundance. A hope is dedicated to every indebted farmer who has lost his life. A hope's promise, ladies and gentlemen, is a promise of shared, sustainable prosperity. Have the last slide, please. So this is an interesting slide. Embio is the parent company, a hope which actually works quite extensively with the governments of Tamil Nadu and Kerala. In the bottom left is a picture of the Honorable Minister of Agriculture releasing 1,000 crore agro corridor report, which was announced in its budget. We hope a hope will be is built into that program. On the top is with the Industries Minister and also Federal Bank being our partner, with Thomas Isaac, Dr. Thomas Isaac, the former Finance Minister, who 5 years ago really got the idea, together with another gentleman, an IAS officer, Mr. Vijayanand, who has really been the father of local self-government. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for that wonderful pitch, and many congratulations. We would like to honor you with a small token of appreciation, for which we would like to call Mrs. Lisa Wood, Bar Counsel General of France in Pondicherry and Chennai. Sir. Once again, let's congratulate our Blue Ocean Awards winner, Societal Award winner. Yes, and thank you very much for all the dignitaries on the dais. We are jumping on to the next award and the next set of dignitaries will be there. Thank you, sirs and ma'am. Thank you, our Honorable Minister, and thank you, our Acting Secretary. Now we will be seeing Blue Ocean Awards, Baby Rewards. Now, this category is a very interesting category because the company who was starting out in its market creation and are less than 2 years old are the ones that have been selected and nominated here, right? And for which we will be having on stage with us Mr. A.R. Unnikrishnan, MD, St. Gobain, India, and Chairman of CII Zone, Chennai Zone CII, and Mr. Kumar Karthik, R&D, St. Gobain, India, onto the stage.
Hello.
Let's once again put our hands together and welcome our Honorable Minister for Information and Technology and Digital Services, Tirthi Mano Thangaraj, and Mrs. Lee Savot Ba, Consul General of France in Puducherry and Chennai, onto the stage. As we were saying, the Baby Awards are for the companies that have started out and created their market and are less than 2 years old. We will have our Honorable Minister for Information and Technology and Digital Services, Thiru T. Mano Thangaraj, to announce the winner. With a huge round of applause, let's see who is the winner for the Baby Reward category of Blue Ocean Awards.
I'm happy to announce the winner, Ambara.
Huge round of applause, please. Can we have Ms. Kalyani Kunj, the founder of Ambaram brand, onto the stage? And we will have our very own Honorable Minister for Information and Technology and Digital Services, Tirthi Mano Thangaraj, handing over the award for the winner of Baby Reward category from the Blue Ocean Awards. We will have Thiru J. Kumaraguruvan, IAS Secretary, Department of Information Technology and Digital Services, Government of Tamil Nadu, to present a book to our winner. Huge round of applause, please. We will have Mr. A.R. Unnikrishnan, MD, St. Gobain, India, Chairman of Chennai Zone CII, present a certificate to our winner, Ambaram, and to the founder, Ms. Kalyani. Huge round of applause, please. thank you all the dignitaries on the dais, and congratulations to the Baby Reward category winner, Ambaram, and Miss Kalyani Kunj, the founder. Up next, we will be seeing more about the brand Ambaram.
Like many fashion designers, Meet Sophia, a fashion designer who's on a mission to make the industry more sustainable. Like many fashion designers, Sophia struggled to keep up with the latest trends and found it challenging to manage her workload. That's when she discovered Ambram, a B2B SaaS enterprise solution designed for the fashion and textile industry. With Ambram's innovative solution, Sophia can easily manage design assets and projects on the wall, which is Ambram's unique proposition. She can create tags, categories, subcategories, fabrics, colors, and seasons, helping her stay on top of her product creation. Sophia can collaborate with her team members, invite associates into a virtual group, and start working together seamlessly. The platform's color library allows Sophia to organize and store colors for easy access and reference. With Ambram, Sophia can build relationships with her suppliers and manufacturers, keeping up with industry trends and developments while prioritizing responsible practices. Sophia can continue to design successful customer-centric products by implementing Ambram. Join the Ambram community.
Now we will see a short pitch from the founder of Ambram.
Good evening, and what an exciting place to be today. And thank you to all the organizations that have been done by the Tamil Nadu government and Paris, French consulate, to get all of us together for this awesome moment. One of the things that I really like about is the exposure towards Blue Ocean and what we are doing. So let me start the pitch. Ambram is a B2B, can I see? Ambram is a B2B space for fashion and apparel industry. What we do here is get all the designers and designer community together to actually start collaborations together. Now, what we do, or what I want to say is where we are right now is the complicated supply chain that we have. And it takes almost a year for anybody to really get what you're wearing. So if you ask me, a designer right now is actually planning spring, summer 24. So, and that's exactly where we want to reduce the time and build digital libraries. What's happening with designers, say, who are sitting in different countries? They're working in their offices within their teams, and also working with all the manufacturers that are there in India, Bangladesh, Vietnam, China. So that takes away a lot of their effort, and this is how it looks like. You know, the assets are heavy, and they've not been able to share within their offered space, the email that is provided. And that's exactly why they go to different platforms to share their work, and the data gets scattered. Now, that's what Ambram does, right? Ambram is in the space of product management in fashion industry, and we have our Red Ocean participants who not been able to deliver this particular software to the non-customers that Ambram can. And these are like design colleges, small and medium-sized companies, and also to design community. They've not been able to build a design community because of the software that they have. And what we're eliminating is the wastage that we have. We're eliminating the traditional way of working, the way we source our garments out of India or to different countries. And what we're reducing with Ambram is the unwanted designs. There's so many designs that don't get sold because of wrong design or the design not being on time. And apart from that, there is a certain way that we work right now which is siloed. And because of all that, and you are aware that fashion is the most pollutant industry, and that's exactly what we're addressing. And we're raising the bar with the ROI so that company can be 10 to 15% more profitable. And yes, the security, right? I mean, you don't want to lose your assets if you're designing a year ahead. And what we did uniquely is to create a hybrid work culture. This is a culture where designers don't say, hey, I want to feel the fabric before I order, but you can still do that with Umbro. And, well, yes, at the end of the day, I would say the market size is fairly big. It's huge. It's 250 billion, and we're taking a very small amount, a small category of graphic designers, which is 50 billion. And even if I say that we're going to touch 1,300 companies with Umbro, it's still a $65 million turnover. What I say, and one of the most interesting part that we've done here is, can you see the amount of market size that we are still, that's still left to address, even without Umbro? So I hope and pray that I have been able to, I would say, bring interest in the technology and the IT partners here and build something for fashion, because we need it more than anyone else. So thank you so much. And yeah, that's the world we want to create, from a more traditional design process to a very collaborative fashion platform. Thank you.
Let's congratulate the winner once again and jump into our last and final category of the rewards from Blue Ocean Awards. Yes, the final category is the mentor, and these companies have been more than 2 years old and they already have created their presence in the Blue Ocean market. On that note, I would like to call upon Mr. Vignesh Ramanujam from Lok Capital onto the stage, and Mr. Claude Sar from Air France KLM, India. Huge round of applause, please. Now, let's jump into who wins the Mentor Award. Shall we do the reveal? Yes? We would request Mr. Vignesh Ramanujam to reveal the winner for the Mentor Reward category. With a huge round of applause, let's see who is the winner. So you have the mic there, so you can...
Very happy to announce that the Mentor Award category goes to Vayujal.
All right, so let's welcome Mr. Ramesh Kumar, the founder of Vayujal, onto the stage to receive his award. And it's a mentor reward, and we would like to be presented by our very own Honorable Minister for Information Technology and Digital Services, Government of Tamil Nadu, Tirati Manu Thangaraj. We would like Mr. Claude Sar, Air France KLM, to give the book to the winner. Huge round of applause, please. We would like Thiru J. Kumaraguruban, IAS Secretary, Department of Information Technology and Digital Services, Government of Tamil Nadu, to hand over the certificate for the winner of Mentor Rewards. Huge round of applause for the winner, please. With all the dignitaries in the dais and with the winner, we will have one photo, please.
Let's call him the water genie. Water Genie is an automatic water generating machine. But before I tell you about the magic of this innovation, let's address the problems we currently face. Billions of people across the globe experience water scarcity. More than 70% of the houses in rural India have no access to clean tap water, and it is predicted that 21 Indian cities are likely to run out of water by 2030. Meet scientist Pradeep and researchers Ramesh and Ankit, who decided to find a solution to what could be the next biggest human challenge. The Water Genie sucks in the surrounding air from the front and pours clean drinking water into your glass on the other side. I mean, how simple and cool is that? Water from air. Water Genie is based on a simple idea.
Drinking water from air, anytime, anywhere.
Let's understand how it works. The air in our atmosphere has zillions of water molecules. The water molecules are what makes the humidity in the air.
So we have millions and millions and millions liters of water available in our atmosphere. All we have to do is take a little bit from there.
The vent at the front of this magic genie sucks in the air. The impurities are thoroughly filtered and the air is condensed into water. After this process, the water genie also adds minerals to it. And finally, you get clean and pure drinking water. And it
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ramesh. Thank you, Director SPI, Honorable Director, Honorable Minister, Honorable Secretary, and Honorable Counsel General, and Blue Ocean Award and UMage in India for the opportunity. At Vayujal Technologies, we are making atmospheric water generators, which can make drinking water from atmospheric humidity. See, the statistic is that by 2047, we will have only two sources of drinking water, because at the rate we are polluting our surface water and groundwater, we will either drink sewage water or atmospheric water. So this is an effort towards developing technologies to get water from atmosphere. These are the 5 models that we are having, and today we are in position to make a liter of water by spending only 0.24 unit of electricity. Next slide, please. So what we are doing with this, that today this bottled water that we are using, water comes from a polluted source, going transported to an RO facility, then packaged into plastic bottle. All the activities today has high cost on the environment. This could be replaced with an atmospheric water generators, and we can eliminate the plastic which is there in the system, the microplastic that is getting into water, the transportation of water that has around 50% of loss. So the whole environmental footprint we can completely eliminate, and we can have a step towards sustainability as well. Next slide, please. There are a few projects that we have done across India. Today we are having 82 projects done, and we have produced around 4.8 million liters of drinking water and have saved more than 24 million liters of groundwater. Thank you everyone again for the opportunity.
Now we would like to hear concluding remarks from Professor George Epen, who was the president of the jury today and is the international director of Blue Ocean Awards.
Good evening, everybody. It's been a long 2 days, and I'm really happy to be here. You imagine, was 3 days ago I arrived here, there was nothing there, and then by magic, all this happened. And we had a long day deliberating on the winners, and I think the winners, actually all of them were winners. We just had to choose 3. So a A little bit of background, I've been involved with Professors Chan Kim and Renee Mogorn since 97, 98. But I met Alban about 3 years ago and I found this effort really quite worthwhile because there's a clear outcome. And you imagine there's a historical connection. I was born in Chennai and to be able to come back and do this in Chennai was very satisfying. And the book has done incredibly well. It's sold over 4 million copies in 46 languages. And the main thing is it's very simple. It's difficult to do, but very simple to understand. And you create a strategic conversation and you get great ideas like we saw here. And what else can I say? It works. Thank Alban for dragging me here alone on the dais. And congratulate everybody and You Imagine and Tamil Nadu and the Consul General of France who I met. And she also helped me get back to France because I'd lost my way. So this is the Blue Ocean Institute, where we've been working since about 15 years, creating cases and content and running courses. And this is where we'll be having the closing ceremony. So winners are invited to participate. And what else can I say? Just one more thing in the words of Steve Jobs. Professors Kim and Mogorn have written the third book, and I'm announcing it here. It comes on sale in the 2nd of May. This is the book. It's been based on the 30 years of research that came up with Blue Ocean Strategy, where we say don't compete, create. But we've decided that a lot of innovation is disruptive, which destroys jobs and value. We say don't destroy, don't disrupt, create. And the book is already available on pre-order, and hopefully it will change the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. And can we have the founders who are the winners of the Blue Ocean Awards alone for a photo, please, onto the stage? And yes, the Blue Ocean Award, as it has ended, and all the very best for the nominees and other companies for next year. On that note, it was an amazing day too for Imagine Chennai. We will be expecting all of you tomorrow. That is the final day. Imagine Chennai, Asia's biggest tech summit, is organized by Government of Tamil Nadu, hosted by ELCOT, co-host SCPI, and industry partner CII. We will all see you tomorrow in morning at 9:30 a.m.
நாளைக்கு காலையில் தருவோன்றாங்க. ஸோ நாளைக்கு யார் வருவாங்கன்னு தெரியுமா? நாளைக்கு வர முடியுமா உங்களால்? அன்அஃபிஷியலோட வர முடியும் சார். அப்படியே வெளியே வந்து கவர்மெண்ட் டேட்டா பஸ்ஸில் ஆனால் சுற்றி ஹிந்திக்காக நான் தெரிவிக்க முடியாது. நாங்கள் தள்ள சப்போஸ் நீங்கள் வேலையை